this video. Today we're going to be creating a Christmas wreath. I just happen to need a new wreath. I still have a fall one on there. That is why we're going to create a really cool Christmassy one. I have a ton of stuff right here that I picked up at a dollar store, and I also picked it up around my house, just some random craft stuff that I had. And I also have a whole lot of tree. For the base, I'm going to be using this thingy right here. I'm sure you can get them at the dollar stores, but I picked mine up at one of the garage sales during the summer and I still have it. I believe they were like 50 cents for a couple of them, so I still have a second one. And I'm thinking to do like a summery starfish shell kind of wreath, which is coming later because it's Christmas right now, you know, not the time for it. I will also be using a glue gun to glue the branches down, and I picked up probably the biggest scissors I could find because these branches are tough and they're going to be quite tough to cut through. My plan is to start by cutting the branches down, arranging them pretty, and gluing them down with the glue gun. I didn't really look up any inspiration for this. I want this to be a really Christmassy, creative type of project, so we're just gonna go with the flow and see where it takes us. And if you're wondering about the tree branches, I just grabbed them at Home Depot. Usually they would have a ton of free ones where they cut the trees for people, and at the end of the day they would let me go there and grab some. And it's awesome because I also put them in vases around my house, and it just makes it that much more festive. And not to mention, they smell amazing. And yes, I am aware that I'm wearing the same shirt in all of my Christmas videos, but you know, the other one was a dress. This is an actual shirt, and it's one of those things you wear like once and then you don't wear it for the rest of the year. The branches that I am picking are the ones that are pretty straight, that do not have too many other branches coming off of them. So I'm just arranging them the best I can and gluing them down as I go. It also helps to have a base that is made out of branches. That way I can, you know, stick it through there and make sure it stays very good. This is what it looks like after going around once and putting the tree branches around. Now I'm going to go ahead a second time, and this time you see that a lot of my branches are facing outwards. This time I'm going to be turning them inwards. A little update, instead of just going inwards, I'm actually filling it in and making sure it looks full all around. This is what it looks like after I'm done filling it in. It is super pretty, but I do think it needs just a little bit of a haircut because right now there are branches sticking out everywhere. I'm going to put it like this in front of me so I can see what I'm doing as much as I can, because there is a light that's straight into my eyes, and just do bare minimum. Otherwise, I'm worried that it would not look as natural. This is the final version. I am pretty happy with the way it is right now. Again, it's very natural, but it is, you know, it just looks more rounded and more taken care of, I guess is the best way to say. It doesn't look like somebody just put a bunch of branches on there. It looks like somebody actually tried, which is what I'm going for. Now is the fun part where I get to look through what I have over here and we will decorate with it. So I got a variety of stuff. A lot of it are just different Christmas flowers like these, and then these Christmas berries. The colors that I went with are gold and red, so it's gonna be a very traditional Christmas wreath. But yeah, the plan is pretty much to arrange them in the way that I think looks best and then glue them down. These do have wires inside of them, so I'll definitely be cutting them with scissors very carefully. I will try and arrange these throughout the wreath. I also got the red ones that look just like the golden ones. The next bit that I would like to add are the berries, and I'm going to make sure and cut them really low right here. That way I have all of this stick that I can use to basically anchor them into the wreath. And I'm gonna put the berries next to the red branches. That way it looks more natural. We also have some white berries, which I'm gonna put next to the golden branches here. White flowers are in, red flowers are in, and all of the branches are in as well. Now I have apparently some, extra glue gun stuff on the wreath, but I also have some of these flowers that we're going to attach next. And I'm gonna go with these golden ones first because they're the ones that would create the overall composition, where the red ones we will just use to decorate here and there wherever we need to add more things onto it. We have all the white flowers in. Now it's time for the red flowers. Red ones are a lot smaller, that way we have variation of flowers and that way it looks, better, cooler, fuller. I am now done with all of the flowers and the branches and the berries, and this is what it looks like. It is super cute, and I'm sure that's how I describe everything, but I mean, it's super cute. Now, I did have those little bows that I got at a dollar store that I wanted to put on the wreath. Let me kind of show you, but I think that's just gonna be, actually in the camera it looks really good, but in real life, okay, never mind. It's not that bad actually as I thought. So we might add some of these. But what I do really want to add are, wait for it, keep waiting, pine cones. I think those would be, yes, those are super cute on here. Which now I am going for more of a natural type of, I think I'm going for more of a natural professional YouTuber here, which now I've decided I am going for more of a natural type of a wreath. All the pine cones are on the wreath. So cool, I am so excited, loving it, as I probably already said 50 times. Now here is a really fun part. So I actually want to add a little bit of the sparkle to the pine cones because right now they look kind of bland. I have my glitters in here, the same ones that I used to decorate the ornaments for my tree. So I'll be using the gold ones. And then a very interesting part is I'm actually going to spray them with a hairspray. I'm sure there are better ways of doing it, but this is sticky now so that the glitter will stay on my pine cones. That's my excuse. Let's do it. Spray it and then glitter right away. Ta-da! Glitter is on my pine cones. Now the bows. I do think I will actually add the bows. I saw it in the camera. It looks super good. It looks way more festive with them. So yeah, let's do a couple bows. And for this one, I will definitely get up a lot more. Even though you cannot see me, I will be able to see the wreath way better that way. This is the finished wreath. I only ended up doing 3 bows because I feel like if I add any more, it's gonna just look crazy. It's gonna look like there's way too much going on. It is super cute, and like I said, I just kind of went with the flow. I just did, whatever I felt like doing, and this is what it turned out. It's super awesome. We just now need to add a little thing at the top so that I am able to hang it on the door. And let me give you one little tip. If you do add bows, make sure you add them towards the middle. That way it makes the wreath look more circular. It just wouldn't look the same if you were to add it, I don't know, on one of the branches that is sticking out. So I just cut a piece of ribbon and I'm going to tie it in a knot, just like that. That way this will be the part that we use to hang it. And now with these 2 ends that I have, again, make sure I'm straight at the top right here. Carefully place it down and I will string it right through. And since this base is really old, it did get squished a little bit, but the way I arranged my branches, you can't really tell. It looks pretty straight. Yay, it's done. Now we will go hang it on the door and then I'll probably say bye, see you in the next video or something like that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you for making a wreath with me together. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Bye!